Hello and welcome to the Comic Book Addict YouTube channel. It's time once again to look at the comics I read in the previous month, that month being September 2019. I read 140 comics, and as you can see this month, the Marvel and DC, they're pretty even. And then there's a few more non-Marvel and DCs than there has been recently. So let's take a look at what I've read. So Marvel first, I read Fantastic Four 14, or 659. Doctor Strange 18, or 408. And 19, or 409. Avengers 23, Legacy 723. Daredevil 10, or 622, and 11, or 623. Powers of X, number 4 and 5. And I have heard some people say that's Powers of 10. I don't know, but put an X on the cover. I'm going to say X. Hey. House of X, number 3, 4, and 5. And I have to say, I don't know if I'm in the minority here or not, but I haven't really been enjoying the Hickman X-Men. We'll see how this whole story concludes in these two titles to see whether or not I continue getting X-Men for a while. Guardians of the Galaxy 9, or 159. Captain America 14, or 718. Absolute Carnage, number 2. Really loving this event. And 3. Amazing Spider-Man 29, or 830. Immortal Hulk 23, or 740. Champions 9, or 36. Absolute Carnage Lethal Protectors, number 2. Black Cat 4. Absolute Carnage vs. Deadpool, number 2. Valkyrie Jane Foster, number 3. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man 11, or 35. And 12, 36. Savage Avengers 5. Venom 18, or 183. Silver Surfer Black, number 4. Invisible Woman, number 3. Going back now to some older issues with Howard the Duck, number 9. And 10. Then back to the present. Absolute Carnage Scream, number 2. Punisher 14, or 242. 15, or 243. Then I got in a mood to read Moon Knight, which is possibly the first time that's ever happened to me. Nothing against the character, but this is probably the first time I ever got this interested. So, from the Mark Spector Moon Knight run, I read number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then from this volume, I read number 11 and 19 and 20. Then from the Bendis volume, I read number 3. From the Jeff Lemire volume, read number 1 and 2. Then I continued reading through the issues I own of the Nom, number 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, and 35. Absolute Carnage Symbiote Spider-Man, number 1. Spectacular Spider-Man, number 99. Current Agents of Atlas series, number 2. X-Men Red, number 3, 4, and 5. Future Foundation, number 2. The Power Pack Grow Up, number 1. The Alpha Flight True North, number 1. The variant cover there. Then from the Icon imprint, Secret Service, number 4. The Marvel Avengers Prelude issue, Fury's Big Week, number 1. Marvel Monsters, number 1. Absolute Carnage Symbiote of Vengeance, number 1. Bendis's Defenders series, number 1. Absolute Carnage Miles Morales, number 1 and 2. Avengers Loki Unleashed, number 1, variant cover. Really excited to get this because it takes place during the era when I started reading Avengers, which was during the Siege of the Mansion. This one was okay, though. And the final Marvel was Marvel Comics number 1000. Looking at the non-Marvel and DC books I got, or I should say I read, from Image, Spawn 300. And I can say this is probably the first Spawn issue I bought new in a couple hundred issues. From Action Lab, we have Actionverse number 1. From Broken Halos, Dark Utopia number 4. From Image, Penny Dora and the Wishing Box number 3. From Fawcett, we have Dennis the Menace number 116 and Dennis the Menace Bonus Magazine Series number 105. Dark Horse, Tales to Offend number 1. From Charlton, Outlaws of the West number 83. From IDW, G.I. Joe, The Cobra Files number 4. And back to Image for Mayday number 1. From DC, we have Action Comics, $6.99, $700, $701, then jumping to the present for $1,015. Red Superboy, number 4, 5, and 6. And Adventures of Superman, 513, 514. Superman the Man of Steel, 34. You can tell I'm reading through Superman triangle numbers. At this point, I'm in 1994. Then Superman 90, 91. Then the current Superman series, number 15. Steel 0, 9, 10, 11. I decided to also try to read the books with the Superman family of characters. Batman Shadow of the Bat, number 16, 17. Midnighter 4. Sergeant Rock, 306. Supergirl, the Peter David series, number 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and the Supergirl Plus, number 1. Then Flash, Wally West series, number 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, and with that I finished the Mesner-Loebs issues. Then jumping forward to the Geoff Johns issues, I read 186 and 187. I read Batman Superman number 1, Doomsday Clock number 11, Green Lantern from the 90s number 49 and 51, Legion of Superheroes Millennium number 1. Going back to the House of Secrets, issue 140. Justice League current series 32. Picked this up because of Commandy. Flash Forward number 1. Then I read some Milestone comics with Static number 1. Hardware number 1. Going back to the Flash for a second, the Barry Allen series. This is 263, 269. Green Lantern, 180. G.I. Combat, 152. 159. Batman Zero. Manhunter 3. Current Young Justice, number 8. Warlord 57. Shazam number 7, variant cover. Power of Shazam number 9. And finally, Blood Syndicate number 16. So those are all the comics I read for the month of September 2019. Thanks for watching.